Testing. Okay, thank you. Welcome to this year's Landmark and Art and Essay Contest Award ceremony. My name is Kathy Bortner. I'm the chairman of the Historic Preservation Commission. I want to thank the mayor for his introduction and for being here to present the awards. As he mentioned, there are several groups that work together to do this every year. And I also would like to recognize the members of City Council who are here today. We have several members, and we certainly appreciate your support. We also have several city staff here who we appreciate their interest in our work. And perhaps the most important people who are here today are the young people and their families and parents who participated in this year's Art and Essay Contest. As you can see from the art and read from the essay, we really have a lot of talent here in Jefferson City. I'm not going to take any more of your time, except that I do want to point out that please take one of the booklets, if we have any left, which we... Okay, if you did not get a booklet, please, and you would like one, talk to Diane and she can get one to you. Also, we are trying to get a lot of our information on the internet. The Historic Preservation Commission has a web page. If you go to the city's website and in the lower left-hand corner under features, Historic Preservation is there. You can click on there and go to our website. We're constantly expanding that so that at some point all of the award winners from the past and pictures of buildings that have won the Landmark Award and essays that have been written will be on that website. So please continue to check that, to look for that information. And I think without any other further comments, we can go ahead and start with the presentation of the Landmark Awards, which the mayor will do this afternoon. We have two Landmark Award winners this year, and again in the booklet you can read the wonderful nominations that they sent in. These are nominated by the person or the group that owns the building, and so it takes time for somebody to write up this nomination and to care enough about it. When you read this nomination, you're reading work that an individual put into nominating their building. And the first one is the East End Fire Station number 2 at 915 East Miller Street, which is owned by the City of Jefferson Fire Department. And if they would like to come up and accept the award, and I will mention, as you may already know, this is the 100th anniversary of Jefferson City's fire department, so we are thrilled to give this award to them this year.
Kathy, right?
Yes.
That's right. As Kathy said, the Jefferson City Fire Department is the career fire department that has completed 100 years of full-time service to its citizens. The fire department actually goes back to 1842 as a volunteer fire department. It was created after our first Capitol burn down on Jefferson Street. It burned in 1837. The volunteer fire department served the city until the Capitol burned the second time in 1911. That next year our career fire department was formed. This fire station 2, we hope to make a fire museum out of that here in the near future. Thank you.
And if you're not sure where that building is, it's on East Miller. It's across the street from the park. It's right next to the what will soon be called the old animal shelter in Jefferson City. So drive by and look at that building. if you have not gone by there in a while. The next winner of a landmark award in Jefferson City is the Riverview Cemetery with the cemetery monuments and mausoleums. The Riverview Cemetery Association is the owner, located at 2600 West Main Street. And if somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but is this also the 100th year for that cemetery? Is it 100 years old? I see, yes, so, oh, 102 years old. Okay, you've got 2 years on the fire department. And so we would like to present this award to the Riverview Cemetery.
Thanks, Eric. Thanks, Kathy. Our board is, I think we have 9 out of 11 board members here today. So would you guys stand up, please? Don't give me a dirty look. Stand up. That's more than we have at most of our meetings. So, but we are really honored. We'd like to thank you for this award because we not only appreciate the fact that you recognize our cemetery, that we work hard to make it a place for a dignified place for final resting, but also I want you to know that this board is really concerned every day about preserving the historical integrity of that property. And you can see from the write-up in there, I won't bore you with all the details, but there is a lot of historical significance in that cemetery. Lots of famous folks buried out there, and as we said, it's been around for over 100 years. So I want you to know this board really takes their responsibility seriously to preserve that, and we look at that every day. So you ought to come out sometime, and Samantha's always there. She'd love to give a tour. Mark's been giving some tours. This is Memorial Weekend, as you all know, and they're going to be out there Saturday and Monday. Saturday and Monday?
Tours on Saturday. We have VFW.
Okay. Tours on Saturday and then events all weekend. So if you'd like to have something interesting to do, come on out and visit. We'd love to see you. Thank you very much for the award.
Okay, thank you very much, Mayor. Next, we are going to present the Heritage Essay Contest winner. Dottie, would you like to come do that? And then right after that, we'll do the Heritage Art Contest winners.
Jasmine Moore is the winner of the essay contest. Good. She wrote the essay Old History Told Today, and there's a copy of it in the back of the program so everybody can see. You did a good job. Thank you. Do you want me to do that? That's it. We have the Historic City of Jefferson also sponsors the Heritage Art Contest along with the Art Club and the Preservation Commission, and I will give those awards now. The first one is, we're starting over here with the 6th to 8th graders. Chloe Bagnell, and I don't believe she's here, but her father is going to get it for her. She did a good job, first place.
She's with the Destination Imagination group in Knoxville. They got global. So
Wow. Many talented lady. Yeah, uh-huh. The second place winner for Central Dairy, which you'll notice over there, is Devora Shipley. The third place winner, and you'll see it right over here, is the Hess House. Cammie Case, who also is not here, but somebody's going to get it for her. She did a really good job. Thank you very much. The honorable mention for the 6th to 8th graders is the Cole County Courthouse, the pencil drawing. Maddie Arnold is the one who did that. Oh, good. You did a really good job. Thank you. And for the high school, the 9th to 12th graders, we have back here, the first place winner is Lydia Linsenbart. Very nice. Thank you. It's a very unique view of a really nice building. The Exchange Bank is the second place winner, and Kango, I'm sorry, I'm sure I didn't pronounce that correctly, but he did a really good job. Thank you very much. The third place winner for Whaley's East End Drugstore, which I feel is also a very good one, is Cody Campbell. I'm always amazed at the talent that our young folks have. Thank you. And honorable mention is, which is also really good. They're all good pictures. Good artwork. Brittany Mauve. Is Brittany in here? No? Well, hopefully we'll get this to her. Thank you.
I'd like to thank Dottie. Dottie works very hard on this contest every year, and she's the go-to person for it. And really, the reason we still have this contest is because of the hard work that Dottie puts into it. So thank you very much, Dottie. Next, we are going to do the Greg Stockard Distinguished Service Awards, and we'll have Bill Case come and present the first award. And I will just say that usually, often we do one of these a year, but we could not decide this year. We had two outstanding candidates and decided to give 2 awards this year, and we may do that again in the future.
Yes, thank you, Kathy. Thank you all for attending today. Very seldom do I wear a suit anymore, but for this terrific occasion, I have to, because my wife said you cannot go down there and see this guy, Bob Priddy, without a suit on. So, anyway, it is with great pleasure that I'm here to present this award to Bob. The one thing I would like to mention, this is all about history, and this man is all about history, city, state, whatever. This guy can tell you everything. I was looking over here at those, and I'm thinking, Bob, you know what, maybe you were here over there? Bob, I'm not going to read anything about. Look at his resume in here, and it's very exciting to see all of what he's accomplished and everything. So, Bob, if you would come up. It is with great honor to give you the Distinguished Service Award, Bob.
Thank you, Bill.
You're sure welcome.
This is beautiful. Well, this is very kind, and I thank you very much for it. I knew Greg a little bit, not as well as many of you did, and I appreciated who he was and what he was to this community, and to receive an award that has his name on it is quite something for me. I decided many years ago that that people who receive awards that bear the name of someone else's that's created because of their memory, people who receive these awards accept a certain responsibility in receiving them, and that is to carry on in the spirit of the person whose name is on the award. All I do is write about history and talk about history. Steve Veile, I'm so glad that I could share this day with Steve because he lives history, in history, and creates history. And so to be able to share an award name for someone like Greg with a friend like Steve is a great distinction, and I thank you very much for all of that. And to carry on in the Greg Stockard tradition, I guess I'm just going to continue to carry on as he would in talking about history and encouraging people to appreciate it and love it and know the lessons we can learn from it, and keep talking about it and impress people with how important it is that we save it, that we cherish it, and that we understand what it can tell us. Thank you very much.
Well, our next winner of the Greg Stockard Distinguished Service Award is Steve Veile. Steve Veile is in his 5th year as president of Historic City of Jefferson, which is a local non-for-profit group that sponsors this, some of these awards, and works very hard to make historic preservation an economic development tool in Jefferson City, and to promote and protect our heritage. Again, please take a booklet home and read the biographies of both Steve and Bob. I think you'll be very impressed. I'm not going to repeat everything that's in there, but I am going to say that Steve has started several very great programs as a president of HCJ. One of them is the Oral History Program, and another thing that the organization did this year under his leadership was donate $5,000 to Habitat for Humanity on a rebuild project that they're doing on Clark Avenue, where they are renovating an old home in an old neighborhood. This is how we help to preserve these neighborhoods, is we start rebuilding these houses, renovating them instead of tearing them down and building new. And another thing about Steve is that he leads by example. He and his wife Kay live in a historic home on Adams Street, which is a past Landmark Award winner. Steve's office, Communique, is on East Capitol in another historic building, which is again another Landmark Award winner. They own another historic property on State Street, the Female Seminary. Very interesting red brick building across the street from Dooley Tower. So he's showing by example what you can do with historic preservation, and that's one of the several reasons that we chose to present this award to Steve Veile. So I'm very happy to present this to Steve, and we're very proud to have him in this community.
Thank you very much, Kathy, and members of the Historic Preservation Commission, Mayor, members of the City Council. It is a pleasure to receive this award. Like Bob, I knew Greg Stockard. In fact, Greg Stockard was president of the Historic City of Jefferson when I became an active member. He's the one who made me an active member. Those of you who knew Greg, you couldn't say no to Greg Stockard. Just a great guy, very nice, warm, loving person, and he did a lot. I was always impressed by what he was doing with HCJ, and it's great to get this award that is named after him, and to see the list of awardees over the years. You know, people like Elizabeth Rozier and Gary Kramer and Mark Schreiber, who's sitting right here with us, and the Kaplingers. It's really an honor to be even thought of in the company of those people. It's great to do this, I think, as well, you know, with the young people who have participated in the art and essay contest and and to see the spark of history that's coming alive with them, appreciation for the historic buildings in our town, and we have many, and hopefully we're going to be able to preserve a lot of them. It's great to see the community changing perception, really, in regard to historic preservation. Not very long ago, we would have been content to just tearing them all down. That's changed. We've seen things happen in the 100 block of East Dunklin, which was a private venture, you know, with some business people who said, hey, let's preserve this part of town. And we're willing to use our money to do that. We're seeing, you know, with the penitentiary, and when we talk about economic development and historic preservation working together, there's a perfect example. Tourists are coming to the community because of those historic buildings. And it's great to see, even though we still haven't quite figured out how we're going to preserve those buildings, it's great to see that we're trying. So thank you to the Historic Preservation Commission for this award, and appreciate it very much. And I hope we all do as much as we can to preserve the history of our great community. Thank you.
Well, that brings us to the end of the program today. I do want to mention a couple of upcoming events. As you'll see in your award booklet, on September 30th, the Historic City of Jefferson will have their annual historic home tour, and they'll be featuring El Marine this year. So watch for that in the news, and consider buying a ticket. And it's a lovely walk on that street, and you get to go into several of the homes on that street. And I'd also like to mention that the fire department, I believe, is it in September or October? October, will have a lot of events to celebrate their 100th anniversary, so please watch for that. I'm just going to give a plug for what sounds like the neatest thing in the world to me, is the parade with fire engines from all over. Many, many fire engines, I think I've heard. So please look for that and consider attending. Thank you all for coming today, and thank you for your interest in Jefferson City's history, and we look forward to seeing you around our beautiful town.